it's even visible somewhere that it's live. View live. Oh, this is exciting. Hi besties. How are we doing? It's good to have you here. I was waiting for so long for people to show up. It usually apparently takes a while before it actually shows up for people. So I was like, no one's gonna join me. How are you guys doing? Hi from London. Hi all the way back. Hi Andes. Hi Cocoa Milk. Hi Emma. Hi Bridget. Dutchie all the way from the USA. Leuk dat je er bent. Gezellig. Wat doe je in Amerika? Ik ben heel benieuwd. Hi Teresa. Hi Daddy. Owen. Hi Daniel. I'm good, thank you. Hi guys. I don't have my binaural settings on. I wonder if the mic will work if I switch mid-filming. I never do that, so. Hi Tim, good luck at work. Have a good day. What are you reading right now? I need inspiration. I am currently reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore, and to be quite honest, it's cozy. I get why people are like, this is such an autumnal bestseller, it's so cozy, blah blah blah, pumpkin spice. But it's very much only about the tension between the characters. It's very much only about them and nothing else. So if you want a little bit more substance, I would recommend. I just read Tomorrow, and it was amazing. I was blown away. I would recommend that one. Okay, now I have to catch up on comments. But it's just... Oh, sorry. Leuk dat je daar nu woont. Ik hoop dat het super goed bevalt. En dat je af en toe nog een keer naar je kikkerlandje terugkeert. Gewoon voor de gezelligheid. Hoi Larissa, denk ik toch? Ik weet het ineens niet meer. Maar ik vind je video's altijd zo heerlijk. Ik heb een paar de video gekeken waar je rommella aan het opruimen was. En dat vond ik heel leuk. En ik heb ook allemaal bonnetjes in mijn la. Sorry, I was talking Dutch. ASMR creator whose videos I actually watch, so that's really cool. Hi Abby, all the way to Scotland. I always love seeing where you guys are from. It's amazing. Levi is asking, why do you look exactly like typical Dutch? I don't know, probably because I am typical Dutch. Spooky season is definitely making itself known just now. Do you mean, am I spooking you? Or are we talking about the state of the world? Because it's all spooky, so... Anyway, I saw Ada Fox ASMR watches your videos. I love her. She's so very kind, and I hope that we will get to do a video together at some point. I really, really like her. She's so kind. I look Icelandic. sensation of a physical book. I think everyone who reads, again, will probably agree with me, like there's just nothing like it. For me, I'm trying really actively to just not buy so much. The thing that I'm gonna go on a little rant and then I'll come back to the topic. Short answer, yes, would recommend. I really dislike that in the book world now, it's so focused on consumerism and buying books, buying books, buying books. Because let's be real, it's just impossible to read against the amount that you may be buying, that I was buying. And so getting this e-reader has made me a lot more conscious of the way that I consume books, because copy, usually, yes, but do I need a physical copy? In Spice Cafe, I don't. I'm gonna read this once and never look at it again. I already know. So I don't mind. And then I would love to read for cheaper. And it's amazing for travel. The battery lasts so long. It's, wow, I really, really enjoy it. It's just, it doesn't feel the same. And you can highlight sentences, for example. Here you can see it's waking up or Corda. You can press it and then highlight it. You can look up words, which is kind of nice because I'm not English, and so sometimes there are words I'm like, what does that mean? And I can just look it up. But you can highlight things, but it doesn't feel the same as highlighting something in a book, you know? So I hope that answers your question. Let's see. Wandor Books is here. Oh, this is a nice surprise, and we've even gotten some tapping. So you're the best. But thank you. I was thinking about you recently because I was checking out your website and seeing if you have read Rising, because I was just thinking about it. But like I said, I'm trying to not buy books right now, so. I love your color palette. Thank you. That was a conscious choice, so. I love the smell of a good book. Me too, Teddy. Me too. It's divine. Will you read Intermezzo? Yes, I did buy a physical copy of that one because I love Saluni. I love the way that she writes. I read a couple pages, but I realized I need some brain power for that, so I'm just gonna do it like this. This one first. Can I increase the volume? This is me increasing the gain. I hope that that helps. I'm gonna switch triggers. This is a phone case. Can you do a room tour? I don't know yet. On the one hand, I really want to show you guys my space and how I decorated it. On the other hand, I don't know what your room looks like either, so it feels weird if you know what my room looks like. You know? I don't know, for some reason. Coucou Fleur, j'espère que tu vas bien. Is that I hope that you're doing well? Because in that case, I am, and I hope that you're doing well too. Thank you for being here. Do another ASMR vlog. I was thinking about maybe getting some vlog footage for tomorrow. I'm going to see Nicole, who you've seen in a video, and we're going to have a arts and crafts evening and cooking together, and I'm gonna go get my hair trimmed. It's breaking off, so I've been taking good care of it, but I'm going to get a tiny little bit chopped off, unfortunately. But I thought that that would be fun to maybe actually vlog, because it's a bit more interesting than me sitting I genuinely, that you just feel comfortable and that you leave feeling a little bit better. If that's a little bit more relaxed or confident or knocked out of sleep, like, wonderful. That's what I want. I just want you to feel safe and comfortable and cozy, and for you to see that and feel that way. That's it's the best feeling. Thank you. Dankjewel Pokémon Meester Jordan voor je compliment. Of is het Jordan? Pokémon Meester. Ik mocht nooit Pokémon kijken van mijn moeder. En van mijn vader ook niet trouwens. Ze zijn allebei altijd van nee. Dus ik zou willen dat ik nu een coole insider Pokémon opmerking kon maken. Maar dat kan ik dus niet. Want ik mocht dat niet kijken. What is the great pop trigger? Am I behind on the trends? Am I not in the loop? And what's the great pop trigger? Is it something weird? If it's weird and inappropriate, no. This is my question, Teresa. I'm here. Any music rec for entering into the fall cozy mood? Honestly, I very often play the playlist jazz in the background because it's just instrumental jazz and it's cozy for reading and stuff and lighting a candle and chilling, but I'm gonna check. I really love the song I Will Follow You Into the Dark by Death Cab for Cutie. I Will Follow You Into the Dark. It's folky. It's like kind of sad, but in a good way. And I love Anchor by Novo Amor. And then the Paper Kites have an EP called Woodland, and all the songs on there are perfect. So that's the doctor's orders. Listen to them. Fleur, ik zag je eens lopen in Nijmegen. Zal ik je de volgende keer aanspreken? Of vind je dat juist niet nice? Alsjeblieft, gooi of iets. Niet mijn catcall of zo, maar ik vind het echt super, super leuk als Joey zou zeggen. Ik heb een keer in Nijmegen in de winkel gelopen en toen dacht ik echt, wat als iemand weet dat ik ASMR maak? En wij soort onder natuurlijk niet. Dus ik denk, ja, ik kan wel dit gevoel hebben, maar met wie? This was very kisking because they saw me walking in the city. If they could say hi to me and come up to me, and I said yes, I love that. Actually, I've met people twice who watched my videos, or 3 times, but that was like a set meeting that I know that I was gonna meet this person. But I was at my last place that I lived in where I had a room, and one of my roommates had his friend over for dinner and they were cooking in the kitchen, and I was introducing myself, and I was asking this person about their job and whatnot, and I noticed that they weren't asking me questions back. I was like, this is kind of like the basic stuff that people ask back. And then he told me that he already knew what I did because he'd seen a couple of my ASMR videos, but he didn't want to make me feel weird, which I thought was very, very sweet. And then I ran into an old roommate who I lived with years ago, and she watches ASMR, and I was in the city having a drink with her friend, and she came up to me and she was like, oh my god, I watch your videos, it's so nice. Just so sweet and wholesome. I really love it, because I mean, ASMR is still not something that people like talk about all the time. I really have been having a lot of conversations with people about it because I make it, and then immediately people are like, oh, okay, I watch it, so I get it. But it is sometimes just I don't know. But I think it's really lovely to meet people who watch and love ASMR, and it's just, you know, the girls that get it, get it. I love the vibes. That's why I love the Girl Talk series, and I do love that for myself, about myself, because I notice that people feel comfortable around me to also speak their mind and just share their random weird thoughts. And I mean, yeah, I'll talk about anything and everything. Too weird, and yeah, I like that. I mean, sometimes I think I'm funny, so I kind of like that. I like my own sense of humor. Oh god. This all doesn't mean that I don't feel shame or embarrassment or want to crawl under a rock sometimes. What else do I like? I think that I like that I'm creative and that I think of ideas constantly and can really like fully dive into something. I'm sorry if you can hear my stomach grumble. I can't control it. So yeah, that's me. Is that a window? So cool. That's a window. Yes, I'm in the attic. How do you describe being hot in 3 words? What? Overheated, uncomfortable, thirsty. Or do you mean like hot, hot? How do you describe being hot in 3 words? I think kind, confident, open. I love your journaling video, thank you. Oh my god, yes, the paper kites are chef's kiss. Woodland is my favorite one of them. The progression, yes, it is. It's so good. Zit jij op school in Den Bosch? Het zou geniaal zijn als je een ASMR-les kan geven. Nee, ik ben echt denk ik nog nooit in mijn leven in Den Bosch geweest zelfs. Hi, Tropic Thunder. Have fun sewing. What are you making? Do you like Chapel Roan? Any thoughts on what's going on with her? I love Chapel Roan, and I love to talk about this topic because I am so, first of all, I'm so sad for her to hear what's going on with her and how much she has been harassed in the past, and the comments that she's getting now as well on setting her boundaries. In case you didn't know, Chapel Roan is an artist, wonderful, such a talented artist, and I really love what she stands for, and she has been very loud about her boundaries and how being an artist is really difficult, and being in the public eye is very difficult, and she's gotten a lot of backlash for not being grateful about it and exaggerating, like things like that. She's also gotten a lot of support, but I think she is such an example for the entire media industry, but every person as well. It's okay to stand your ground and to set your boundaries, and if you're uncomfortable, to speak up. I don't care if I were to have 1 million subscribers or something and I would make so much money off of it, and that's something to be so grateful for. It's also something that you work hard on. If someone were to cross my boundaries and someone would say to me that I'm just being ungrateful for setting that boundary, like I think that's so incredibly rude, and you can't know what a person is going through, and nothing is rainbows and sunshine all the time, and everything comes with hardship, every job, every, I don't know, I'm kind of going off topic, I believe, but I just really hope that she's doing well, and I love that she's taking care of herself in that way, and I hope that people see her as an example. So yeah, that was my ramble. Set your boundaries. Just Is this your job? Yeah, it is. It's a part-time job. I'm part-time doing ASMR, part-time still recovering from burnout and getting my health in check, which is wonderful. So thank you guys for streaming, for watching my videos, for liking and commenting, because it does make it that I can afford to live my life, which is amazing. And I think 13-year-old me would pass out if I told her this. Like, I'm living my teenage dream for real. I'm gonna grab a trigger. Let's see. Pokémon Meester Jordan, dit is een platonische chat. You tap on things for a living. I create ASMR videos for a living. So I do guided sleep meditations, girl talks, videos people request, things like that for a living. I do. What are your favorite triggers? I think I love soft-spoken, unintentional ASMR things, like people just rummaging around. That really gives me ASMR. But I love slow and gentle tapping and whispering. So yeah. What got you into ASMR, if it's not too personal? That's sweet of you to say. I was, I think, 14 or something, and maybe I was 15. I was very ill. I had an infection that has caused me to now have heart disease. I'm okay, before you worry. But it was very rough because I was in high school and in the hospital for a while and just could not live normally like my peers. And I was just on the internet a lot more, I think, as well. And I just stumbled across, I think it was Water Whispers Ilse, that she'd made a video, and it was just so intriguing. But I remember at the time that I watched it, I mean, I loved it, and I knew that it was like a safe and comfortable place, but talking about watching that felt like it was some dirty little secret that I was watching those videos, you know. And then Nicole, the friend who I made a video with, she'd also watched them, so we would talk about ASMR creators and things like that. And it's so funny now to, you know, create ASMR that, I mean, over the social media management and sounds also, not just tapping. Thank you for saying that. It is a little bit more than just tapping, but tapping is the nicest part, for sure. How did you get so confident? Any advice? Oh, Emma, I go in waves. I go in waves. I'll have days where I really, like, it's going to get uplifting. Stay with me here. It's just, I was a very insecure kid. I really come from a family where, like, the generation before me and that generation before me, there's a lot of shame. There's a lot of performing for people and fitting into a box and not standing out too much because that will get you criticism. And I was always very scared of people's opinions of me as a kid. And I was that kid in high school that got along with everybody. But that didn't quite, like, I didn't have my place. I never really felt like that anyway. And I feel like owning up to I am more, speaking my mind more, setting my boundaries more, experimenting with style and things, I think that those have really helped my confidence grow. Honestly, by 7 years of therapy, that helped too. I think I realized very early on, like, as I with the health issues, like, how important that is. And also how just everyone is just figuring their shit out, and you are no better than the person next to you, but you're also not less than the person next to you. I'm not better than you, I'm not less than you, and really sitting in that equality feeling and really treating other people in that way as well made me feel a lot more confident. And also just realizing that I'm just a sensitive girly, I'm an empathetic girly. If you tell me something sad, it'll make me cry. If you tell me something beautiful, it'll make me cry. I wear my heart, not on my sleeve, but in my fingertips, like in the palm of my hand. And I've grown to really love that about myself, and it's made me a lot more confident, like seeing those things as powers and things that make me me, I think really helped. And getting a nose piercing. Whoa, and then Hannah commented, I love your new symptom, thank you. Are we on some telepathic level? Your English is so good, thank you. Thank you so much. I really like speaking English. Hey Fleur, do you think you can make a video on how you went less on your phone? I think I could. I would love to at some point. I really would. So I'll have to see. If you have any specific questions about that, let me know, because I will take that with me. Oh, and now I see that Hannah asked to shout her out. I didn't even intentionally, like, it was the piercing. Thank you, Hannah, for being here. I'm really grateful to all of you guys for being here. It's so exciting. People, keep in mind she has boundaries too. She's here to make us feel comfortable. We don't need to know where she lives or anything to prove. Thank you, guys. You give INFP vibes. Ooh, I'm an ENFP. Am I? Wait, it's in my notes app. Let me pull up my notes app. ENFPT. That's funny. Sometimes people will tell me things about personality tests and you're like, you're giving that, and I'm like, you're kinda right. It's really fun. Hi Babette, I'm good, how are you? It is night for me. It is 8:57. How did you get such good English? It's right here on the ground. Movie magic. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. How does one make peace with being too sensitive or emotional? Taking out the do from your phrasing. What are you talking about? Too sensitive. That doesn't exist. I think that's step one. I think that there are a lot of things that we've been told when we were very young, and it can be by anyone. Wait, hang on. I want to check a comment. I don't even know what I was saying because Nymph ASMR is here, and I also got a lot of comments about you, bestie. And I've been watching your videos too, so I was having a moment. Thank you for being here. That's so exciting. Everyone keeps commenting, like a lot of people, like you should collab with her, so we should. Should we? Anyway, you should DM me on Instagram. It's at fleur.peters. It's also in my description box, but we can, if you want to collab. This is me, how I would ask someone out. Anyway. Yeah, I think what I wanted to say about being too sensitive or emotional, I had a lot of moments in my childhood where someone would call me too much or annoying or whatever it is. And those really like stuck with me, and I internalized that a lot. Like, oh, I'm too much if I ask for this. Oh, if I say this, I'll be too much. And I started adjusting my behavior to fit into my self-made box of what I assumed would be better than, and breaking out of that box and realizing that one person's opinion of you is not the truth and it's not a factual thing. It really helps a lot, but it takes a lot of active effort. Oh, if you don't use Instagram, I have my email in the description as well, if you want. Hi guys. Jada is in the chat. Hi, thank you for being here, for stopping by. I really appreciate that. Healing is hard. It is. It is. And genuinely, if you're going through a healing journey, we got each other, okay? It was actually really strange because I was doing my girl talk, the last one that I uploaded, right? Now we're gossiping. And it was really hard to give like heartbreak advice and things like that because I'm kind of just recovering from someone. Sorry. It's been really hard to let go of someone, and it's been a very complicated situation going on for way too long. It's just been hard and sad, and talking about that and comforting other people while also dealing with things. It was very strange, but it was a very nice thing because I felt like with what I was talking about to you guys, I was also telling myself and like reaffirming to myself and like, yeah, right, no contact, yep, and like I was like, oh yeah, right, these are my values actually, so I should practice what I preach. So that was very saying no to things, like emptying your calendar and taking time to just take care of yourself. Just focus on showering, eating, like reading, doing a hobby, resting. Yeah, like baby steps, but back to basics first, I would say. Wait, the comments. What's the song you've been listening to on repeat lately? It's been Anger by Novo Amor. Are you recording this live? Yeah. I'm going to repost it. Yes. Unless I say something super weird, I have the everlasting fear of saying something ridiculous online, and being misunderstood. Those are my top things, and I can't really control either that much. Like, to an extent, you know. Anyway. Thing, it's not a person, it is a person. If I said recovering from something, I meant someone. A person. Everybody's got some demons that they have to fight, especially when it comes to mental health. Yep. Okay, wait, there's tea spilling happening. I'm talking to a guy I'm interested in, and he seems interested too, but he never initiates a conversation, and I don't want to initiate all the time, but he always replies when I write. Yeah, I hate that for you. You don't want to be, like, pulling on something that doesn't want to be pulled. You don't want to chase after something that doesn't want to be chased. It's good if you don't initiate all the time and let them come to you, and ease into that time where you don't talk and try to relax in those moments and trust that it will work out in whatever way it's supposed to work out. And it's okay to sometimes not talk for a couple days, you know. I want to show my friend that you replied to me. Are you going to repost the love? I will, baby. I will. You should do more singing on your non-ASMR channel, or maybe even here. I would love to. I just haven't been singing that much. I'm actually going to be performing live again next week, or like the weekend of the 12th in Nijmegen. I'm just doing one song with a friend at a little event, but it's nice to get back into being in front of a crowd, because I do have me some stage fright. So. Okay, cocoa milk. Okay, so I just started uni and needed Wi-Fi to see where the building I needed to go to was located, but my service on my phone would just disappear, and it's so annoying. So I went to the cafe and... Bestie, are you still typing? Are you gonna leave us hanging in the middle of the story? Are you kidding me? Okay, we'll wait. We'll wait. What would your ideal cozy moment or place be, I think, is the question. In all honesty, it's cuffing season, so I want to be snuggled up in bed with a movie, just cuddling, watching a movie. Yeah, and then have someone bring me tea and kiss me on the forehead. That seems really cozy to me. So, that's why I'm gonna go to the call tomorrow. I'm in mandatory military service and have to sleep in a room full of people, and your videos have helped me fall asleep. That's rough, and I'm wishing you so much luck and sending you so much love, and I hope that you're being safe. I've been sort of overwhelmed. A lot of stuff has been going on lately in my life, and I've been trying to distract myself with meditation and drawing, but I'm not sure if it's 100% working. I feel you. I had a day like that yesterday where I just wasn't feeling it. Sometimes I just feel a little bit lost and like I'm swimming and like I don't have much direction, but my mind is very preoccupied with something or a couple things. And then doing the meditation or drawing feels like distracting rather than just doing some notice I'm doing it as a distraction. I'm like, okay, there's something there that maybe I need to think of for a while, or have a huge cry about, or scream into my pillow about. And that kind of helps. I actually went out in the pouring rain and I went for a walk in the woods, and I was stomping the ground with my feet, like stomping, because it's a very grounding thing to do. And I was literally in the woods doing the 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you in the rain, because I was like, I just need to get out. But you know what? I felt so much better when I got home and I took a warm shower and I had some tea. I was like, yeah. A couple hours later, cried again, but if it has to come out, it has to come out. And that's, for me, that's processing emotions. It's just letting it happen when it happens. Can you do air kisses? I don't really. Kiss on your forehead. Hey, I'm texting a girl I used to talk to, and I think she wants to get back together, and I'm kind of interested. What should I do? That's deep. Okay. I don't know, Gerald. I don't know. Why did it end? If it ended for very good and obvious reasons, and there are reasons why you shouldn't get back together, then maybe you shouldn't. And you're better off this way. And you can save yourself a lot of hurt. But if it was kind of one of those things where you just kind of like drifted apart a little or something, or you just kind of, like, life happens and you stop talking a little, and you have the space for it and the time for it and you're interested, why not, you know? We're all just on a floating rock, make the most of it. I love it when you guys share stories. The space this channel provides is really unique. I never know if unique is a compliment. So, thanks. It's like when someone cut their hair and it's like, oh, that's so unique what you did to your hair. That's so brave. What do you mean? But I'm gonna take it as a compliment. Let's see. Hey, crew. I'm new here, but I've fallen asleep to some of Flair's videos. Thank you. Just want to say to everyone, keep on keeping on, and make your impact on the world a positive one. Yes to that, guys. I think I was talking about this with my dad the other day, because like an hour ago at dinner, like 3 hours ago, I really want to make a video with reasons to stick around for the people who are just really, really struggling right now, and just talking about things that, you know, make it really worth sticking around. And we were talking about how you make so much more impact on a person than you often think, like very often think. There was this woman that worked at the health shop that I used to go to a lot, and she just doesn't work there anymore, but every time I walk in the store I think of her, and I think of the things she said to me, and I'm like she made so much impact on me, she doesn't even know. She's working somewhere else, I think, but and just little things like that. And someone from high school isn't around anymore. I still think about that person when I cross certain places, and I'm like that thing you said this and this day, like, it still sticks with me. And I don't know, you make so much more impact on people around you than you think. In 2019, when my grandmother had passed, my nephew was really struggling, and apparently at the funeral I had hugged him for a solid 5 minutes, and he told my brother about that last week. 5 years later, I'm really sorry I haven't updated you guys on my YouTube safety thing. I talk about it on my Instagram. I'm going to mention it one time very shortly, and I will update on my Instagram probably, but I have false copyright strikes against me made by a person impersonating companies who made the strikes or who made the copyright claims. So someone is claiming content that I made pretending to be the company that I had used content from. So this person is impersonating someone, identity, fraud, theft, and it's really hard to get copyright strikes removed, and that, like, 3 strikes and your channel gets deleted, and I have 2 out of 3, and those 2 are false. And so I've just been like, if this person figures out one more thing to do, that's just scary, and I'm working really, really hard to get it fixed, and it's going to be fixed. It's just, yeah, it's been very scary, and I've been in touch with, like, there's more going on, but I've been in touch with police and a lawyer, and it's just been so much. And it's hard to get in touch with YouTube because it's huge. I don't want to say anything more about it, just because also I just don't want to make things worse. I just want my channel to be safe and for us to be comfortable. And yeah, I don't want all my work to get lost in all the videos. So, but I'm hoping to get it fixed this week, which is, I'm optimistic about it. I just don't want you to get stressed about it, so that's why I wanted people to go to my Instagram, because I was like, if anything really bad happens, I'll have you guys to tell, and I can just keep you in the loop, and yeah. I got this. Thank you for being so sweet in the comments. Don't do that. Don't do that. I love it. Thank you guys. Okay, I'm gonna read back a little bit what's said. Hoi, helemaal terug naar Drenthe. Thinking unique is an insult is very nice. Yeah. It is. God, I love this. I love the ASMR community. It's just something I think about every time that I read comments. I'm so grateful that I get to read comments because it's not crazy. Sometimes it is. Like, it's still the internet and people get crazy, but just reading this, like, it's just really wonderful to be surrounded by people who are so kind-hearted and have such good intentions, and to get so much back in return is really, really nice. So just, yeah, I've been gushing so much, I feel like. Are you guys drinking anything? A little beverage? Something warm and cozy, maybe? I watch your videos almost every day. Thank you so much for being here. I love being a part of your day. essentials. Babette, I almost forgot, but I didn't. For me personally, my phone, my Blue Yeti, and then the transforming, like the adapter. An iPhone has a lightning jack, and you need a USB thing for the microphone, and then I can also charge at the same time, so I have my microphone plugged in and my charger, which is great. So I would really recommend that, but all you need is the internet, an internet connection, and a phone with a camera, and you can make lo-fi videos and experiment with that. But I'm thinking that I think that the Blue Yeti is really worth the investment. I actually already had a Blue Yeti when I started making ASMR because I made music. It was just a very easy microphone to have. And if you want to experiment, because I really love the videography aspect, I love the editing, I love storytelling. I'm really trying to improve on my filmmaking skills in that. Like, take that with a pinch of salt, like a bucket of it. And I really like now maybe scripting a couple videos, think about what kind of shots do I want, what do I want to tell. So I would really recommend editing software if you want to just even take out loud noises. It'll make your process a lot easier. Yeah, a phone, Blue Yeti, adapter, some type of editing software. Yeah. But I think, here's the thing. If you want to make ASMR, I do think that it's nice to have an interest in video making and editing and stuff. I think that that kind of goes together a little bit. And I just hope that you enjoy the process so much. It's so fun. I'm drinking rooibos tea. Nice. Nice. I'm just comfy with my blanket on. I moved to Denmark and I'm not used to this weather. I'm Spanish. Good luck, babe. Good luck. Het licht in de kamer ziet er zo mooi uit. Het werkt echt ook al meer. Dankjewel. Ik ben wel altijd... this was a comment saying that the lighting in the room looked cozy. I'm gonna show you. I can show you a little bit of my room tour. But I really like it when things are cozy. Here's like, oh, wait, it's making noise. This is like FaceTiming. But there's my bed. My plant is really struggling, but I really like these lights. They're like, way too long Christmas lights. It's like, I think it's like 7 meters long. So there's this ball of Christmas lights behind a nightstand. Because I can't do maths in the store, and I thought that it would be 2 meters long, but it's way too much. Anyway, so that was my room. Yeah. Any autumn movie recommendations? When Harry Met Sally. It's so good. It's very, very cute. Oh, Flurhouse, Norway. I can't believe you remember that. I tried to record a story time today, but then someone started mowing the lawn, and I was sobbing. I went to Norway, in case you didn't know, I went to Norway for 2 weeks on a solo road trip this August. I had such a good time. It was so good. I was very scared of going because of my health, and I had to rent a car, and I had never driven in the mountains before, and I was going to be by myself. But I love doing things like that, and it felt really good to reconnect to that part of myself. And I loved it. I loved driving up the mountains, and I loved the fjords, and I had so many moments where I was screaming coming out of the car like, oh my hostels. I went to, for my Norwegian people, if you're Norwegian and watching, I landed in Bergen, stayed there for a couple of days, then went to Voss, stayed at a hostel there, which was amazing, and it was owned by a farm, and we even got a tour of the farm. It was an apple farm. I got to pick a Norwegian apple and learn so much about the land, and Norway has so much lore, and I love that. It was fascinating being there. And then I went up to Lærdal. I went, Aurdalsfjell was like the mountain, and I went over it. And then I went to Tjengriset. I stayed at a cabin in the middle of nowhere on my own there, which was amazing. And the sheep were like right out my window, and the views were phenomenal. And then I wanted to make a little round trip through Geilo and go through Hardangervidda and back, but the weather there was just shitty. So I went back to Voss and stayed a couple days there, and then a couple days in Bergen. I'm sorry, I'm freaking out. I'm seeing an ASMR creator that I like in the comments. I made some friends in the hostel in Voss. There were 3 Australian people, and they had studied in Wollongong at the same time that I lived there, so we bonded over that, and then we talked about my ASMR channel, and then like the 4 of us just became good buddies, and I really enjoyed spending time with them. So going back to Voss, they were still there. I loved hanging out with them. Then I went to Bergen, and they also joined me in Bergen. And it was just a really, really good time. I loved it so much, and I would go back immediately. So yeah, that was that. You're always with Australians. Yes, I know, and it just happens, and I don't know if that's a sign that I should move there. But anyway, like, I just meet Australians wherever, I don't know. Anyway. Also, cocoa milk, I'm really curious, where in the world are you from? Because, I don't know, it's just funny to have you here. It's like I know you, but I like the questions that you ask, they're funny and good. Oh, Dead Poet Society is a great autumnal movie as well. Oh, so good. It's not like the cozy, funny, ha movie though. Let's see. Yeah, I was Silverfish ASMR. Hi Fleur, I love your channel, especially the book videos, and I just finished Project Hail Mary on your recommendation, and I loved it. Made me happy and sad. I feel all the things. Thank you for your content. Thank you. I love your videos so much. So I'm really happy that you're here, and I love that you read the book. I actually gifted it to 2 friends and my dad, and they all loved it. I think it's still one of the best books that I read this year, which I never would have thought, but let's see. I will grab my Kindle again. I absolutely feel like FaceTiming with the bestie. I love that. I feel the same. But we're not talking in person. One day I want to do a Zoom call that's like not ASMR, but just us like chatting. I just want to, because I want to see you guys and I want to hear your stories. So videos about journaling techniques and decor. I would love to do that sometime, yeah. Would you move to other countries, like permanently? And if yes, which? This is a good question because I've been thinking a lot about this. I think my main life question at the moment is just that I don't know where I want to be geographically. And that's very difficult because I moved back in with my parents for a while, which is nice, but and I don't know if I want to go back to the city. My friends are there now, but a lot of them are studying and could also leave, you know, like, I think it's very people oriented that I want to go there. But then within the Netherlands, there aren't a lot of other cities outside of Nijmegen that I'm interested in that way. I have been really thinking about the UK, like going on an exploratory trip, seeing how I like it. But that's a country that I would love to spend some time, I think. So yeah. Yeah, maybe the UK. Let's see. Have fun reading, Rosie. Thank you for being here. I heard you wanted to collab with Ida Fox ASMR. Is that true? Because I saw someone comment about it and I was shocked because no one ever collabed with Ida Fox. Actually, ASMR Glow just did a little interview with her on her channel. So. And yes, I want to do that. Yeah, I want that. I do. Fleur, yes, it feels like I do you because I think I commented when you had one game. Yeah. And that's it. It is hard to figure out where you want to be, right? Like, it's just... I find that a hard thing to think of. I don't know. I'm currently studying abroad in Edinburgh, and I think you would love that city. I love it that you're doing that. I think I would love it too. I really still, I really want to go to Edinburgh, very badly. Lovely to see you, Fleur. Do you speak any German? I heard that Dutch and German are quite similar in some ways. Okay, listen, wait. My throat was making a really weird noise. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Mein Großvater ist Deutsch. Und wir gehen pretty often to Germany. Und ich had auch Deutsch in high school. This was so bad. I was talking and I was like, words. Maybe some other time I will have to look up a couple words first. How do you overcome stress and anxiety? Tell me when you find out. I'm sorry. I don't have a one-way answer to this, but for me it's really processing the emotions that I'm feeling, sitting with them for a while, and experimenting with ways that I can get through them, but it's usually believe you guys are sticking around. Thank you for that. Let me see. I want to study abroad in the Netherlands, and my uni is doing a thing with Fontes in Tilburg, but there's only so many spots, but I really want to come. Wish me luck. Good luck, Mackenzie. You're gonna get it. And I really hope that you'll enjoy your time here. Thank you, Jeremy. Wait, someone. Jaybird77, thank you so much. This is so kind. Thank you, really. Have you ever visited Spain? Also, top 5 places you've been. I've been to Mallorca. Top 5. Number 1, my room. I think the Blue Mountains in Australia. That was a place that I really, really loved, and I wish that I would have gone on more hikes, but I was 18, so Blue Mountains in Australia is number 1, and then I think the Sterestein Lookout in Norway. I went to Zakynthos with my mother, when I was 17, and we went to, like, they called it Blue Caves or something, and you could swim, and there were turtles, and it was amazing. That's definitely on my list. And then I am gonna put my room on the list, just because it's a good place to be. That's a good question. 5 is, yeah. Sorry guys if you can hear my stomach. Goedenavond allemaal. Hallo, hallo, hallo. Dat klinkt super goed, Liz. Echt heel erg mooi dat je dat wil doen. En ik wens je echt zoveel succes en plezier daarin. What's your dream vacation? Gosh, what's my dream vacation? There are so many kinds of vacations. I think right now, I'm actually gonna go to Paris for a week, sometime in October, to spend time with my aunt, and I'm really excited for that. It's been a while since I've been to Paris, and yeah, really excited to be with her. I think that currently high on my list is visiting the UK and exploring the countryside and the cities and going up. I want to see Edinburgh, I want to see Cardiff, I want to go to Ireland as well, actually, so I would like to do I think that's currently on my list, but I also would love to go to Iceland. I would love to spend more time in Norway. Hey Fleur, kan je iets vertellen over jezelf? Iets waarvan iedereen zegt, ja, dat is Fleur. Elaine asked the question, can you tell us something about yourself? Of which everyone would say, yeah, that's Fleur. I don't know, I think I'm obsessed with the scent of cinnamon, and I think everyone would say, yeah, that's Fleur, because people will walk into my room, or they will smell cinnamon, and they'll later tell me, like, it was smelling like this, and I thought of you, which is such a compliment. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my cinnamon answer. But also, if someone tells me something really beautiful that they're doing What's your favorite ASMR triggers? I love soft-spoken, unintentional things, and I love gentle, calm tapping. I'm planning on going to Europe next year. Any good recommendations for the Netherlands? Yeah, I would recommend going to Nijmegen because it's a gorgeous city with a lot of history. Leiden is also a city that looks beautiful, and just a little bit less crowded than Amsterdam, you know, and a bit less tourist oriented than Amsterdam. If you really want to spend time in the Netherlands, I would just recommend going up north, going to Friesland. Viereljeppe, superleuk. Giethoorn is a lovely place, very touristy, but it's a town made up of canals, so you can rent a little boat and just go through the canals, and I know that you'll eat that shit up. I loved doing that. Don't go in peak season, you know. That's what I would recommend. And then going to the Bosbank Nationaal Park, Hoge Veluwe. It's just the most beautiful landscape area. Let's see. There are a lot of suggestions in the comments now. Touchy is represent. Let's go. If you had to choose between back scratching and head scratching, which one would you pick? I will always pick a back scratch, probably. When I was young, my mom would used to do that all the time to help us fall asleep, so it's like the feeling of like, oh, I'm so cozy, I'm gonna fall asleep. Honestly, your country is very beautiful outside of Amsterdam. Exactly. Oh, the amount of times people ask, are you from Amsterdam? I was in Amsterdam a couple weeks ago for a concert, and it's just so chaotic to be there. Oh, it's actually really fun. It's such a funny moment. We were at the train station, I was with my mom, and we were gonna take the tram to get to the hotel, and we were getting in the tram, but Leidseplein was just bombarded with... What was that? Did you see that? There's a moth in my room, hang on. This thing is very aggressive and very fast. I'm so sorry, wait. And that was kind of scary. That was like, I don't mind flies, but this one was like frantic. I think I'm going to have to just end the live here because it's going to come back, and I'm so sorry because I don't want to give you any jump scares because we're doing the ASMR thing here. This was so embarrassing. That caught me off guard, for real. Oh, the tram story. I'll tell the tram story and then I'll go. God. We were gonna go on a tram together. I'm so paranoid right now. We were gonna go on a tram together. It's there. It's there. It's there. It's on the screen. It's on my screen. Wait. Here's my issue. I can't kill it because so I'm gonna have to catch it. Leidseplein was like full of hooligans. We get on the tram, it takes so long for it to drive off, and then we hear, hey, we're going to skip that area that we wanted to go to. I've got it on the glass as I was talking. I'm just gonna hold my hand like this. The animal is in a cup against my wall. But you're gonna have to see this. I have to show you. This is hilarious. I'm sorry, this is gonna be chaotic and loud, maybe. Here it is. I hope you can see it. Can you see it? That's my friend. Let me put this back. This is why ASMR is usually not live. This is why I don't do live streams. Of all the things that can happen to me, I swear to God. So, we're in the tram. They tell us, they announce, we're going to skip the square, that we had to get out. So my mom steps out of the tram because we were gonna get off, and I was walking, but people were like slow in front of me, so the door closed. The door's closed, and she's outside, and I'm inside. And it was such a dramatic moment of like me leaving, and her like, but she's the one who like doesn't know how all this works, kind of. So I was like, oh God, what are we gonna do? So I just got off the first stop that I could find, like the first stop. And then my mother got on the next one, and she was chatting to someone in the tram, and she missed the stop. And she was like, oh, I had to get off on the last one. So she called me. She's like, I'm at this stop, and then we had to meet somewhere else. It was so chaotic, but it was very funny to me, and very typical of her to be on a tram and then get to talking with someone and just missing her stop. Because in Amsterdam, you have the Dom, which is like the Dom Square with like the monument, and she knew that she had to get out there, and then she like had looked behind her like, but that was the Dam. I missed my stop. Like, oh, there it is. My daughter. It was just really funny. I still have my arm pressed against the wall with glass. Okay, look, I am super grateful that we got to spend this time together and that we got to bond in this way. You really got to see a lot of me. I feel no shame. Thank you for being here so much. I really enjoyed this. Come follow me on Instagram if you haven't yet. It's at fleur.peters, just my name, and it's in the description box and everything. I'm sending you so much love, truly, and yeah, thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow for a new guided sleep meditation. And that sleep meditation has the mindfulness exercise, the thought clearing technique of the thumb and the finger. If you've listened to that meditation, it has that same technique, and I hope that you will enjoy it and that it will help calm you down. Just lots of love. I'm gonna set this fella free. Should we name him, or should we name them? I kind of want to show you now what it's looking like, but I don't have a piece of paper. Name the animal. Name the animal. Someone come up with a name. Okay, I'm gonna throw out Thomas. I'm gonna go throw out Thomas out the window and go to sleep. Alright. Sending lots of love. See you guys later.